The garlic that I have seen before doesn't look quite like this.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me about the growing process and kind of where you're at in it?
Yeah, so this is about a month ready, from a month out from harvest, and we planted this in the fall. We actually planted this, we just bought this farm, and we actually planted it the day we moved in. One of my farm workers was out here that day helping to plant the garlic, so we were really excited to have a crop this year. And one of the things that we do, we actually harvest it in a two-part process.
Oh.
You can see right now that there's a very little thing starting in the middle here called a garlic scape, and in about 2 weeks it'll be huge.
Is it this thing right here?
It's right there. Right
Okay.
there, yep. And it'll be about a foot longer in about 2 weeks, and that is what would become the seed head.
Okay.
And so in order to create the highest quality bulb possible, you take that out.
Oh.
And you can eat it.
Okay.
And it tastes so good. You can make pesto out of it. You can chop it up and put it in stir fry. And so it's called a garlic scape. And in about 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be harvesting those. And then in about a month, we'll actually harvest the whole plant.
Is it kind of a garlicky flavor in the scape
Yes,
then?
it's 100% garlic flavor, but with like the consistency of like more of a green vegetable.
Like a green onion is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
imagining
Yeah.
by looking at that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, interesting. And so then you'll get a little bit further down the road and those bulbs they grow underground?
Yep, they grow underground. And right now, if we were to harvest this, it would be, you wouldn't see the fully formed bulb yet. It would just look
Okay.
like a cylinder. It's going to start forming its bulb pretty soon, and taking that scape out will help put all the energy into the bulb. And then when we harvest it usually all in one day. It's a big day because we do it by hand.
Oh my gosh.
And then we put it on drying racks. We actually do it between like 2x4s on sawhorses, and then it dries for about a month, and then we can clip it off and then kind of clean it up a little bit, and then that's our garlic. And the garlic will last for almost a year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So today, Kate, we have seen so many different, you've had different fields, different locations, and different stages of crops growing, from the greenhouse to the peppers planted in the field to this, which is almost ready. Talk to me a little bit about how you try to space everything out and why.
Yeah, so because we're selling direct to consumer, we want to make sure that that consumer has a variety of vegetables all summer long. We start delivering in the spring, and we don't quit delivering until the late fall. So we want to make sure that they have a wide variety of vegetables during that time. And in order to do that, we have to have different planting dates, different planting varieties. We use about 3 different methods to make that happen. One is the planting date. You plant something now and you plant something again in 2 weeks, and the harvest will be a little bit staggered. But we also use different day varieties. So this potato field behind us will have, or to our other side, we'll have many different day length potatoes. So we'll have the dark red New Orleans will be ready first, and later in the summer we'll have the Yukon Golds and things like that. So that's why we have so many varieties. And then the third thing we use is different types of vegetables, because there's seasons for different types of vegetables. So like a lettuce is a really good early spring vegetable, but a tomato is a good late summer vegetable. And so we plant variety that way. So when I talk about having so many different varieties and types of vegetables, it's also that our consumer, our customer, our CSA member can have that opportunity to eat the colors of the rainbow, as they say, and eat lots of different things.
All the growing season long, which is long, feels right now, but in general in Iowa, it's not the longest growing season ever, right? So, well, you're making me kind of hungry for some like fried potatoes. You're talking about them. Maybe we could put some garlic scape in it.
Definitely.
Sounds wonderful.